Hey, Joey T and the Snob. Gonna do another episode. In fact, we thought maybe we would just change this up. An idea that came from my producer and cameraman, my little man. He said, "You know what? We've been getting lots of questions. Let's maybe answer the questions for the folks who have been, sending you notes or asking you about the various episodes." So let's do that, and let's bring on the questions. Thank you. And all right, let's start with what is your favorite wine? And as you know, I am an equal opportunity wine drinker. I don't discriminate between white or red, and I prefer red, of course. And I like all types. Remember, drink what you like what you drink. But if you had to ask me, I would say, let's do a red, Italian red, preferably a Brunello, the Sangiovese base, Chianti, Super Tuscan, somewhere in there. Barolos for sure, which is the Nebbiolo grape. So I would say those would be my favorite if I had to pick one. Second question, have you had a bad wine? And of course, I've had a bad wine. In fact, if you order enough wine by the bottles, you'll end up with a bottle over time that just doesn't sit right or didn't mature appropriately. So, and in fact, if you watched my episode on how to open a bottle of champagne, you'll see that champagne was quite brownish. It was an older bottle, and I used it purposely to open it up. So in case I messed it up, I wasn't wasting a good bottle of champagne. But that wasn't a good bottle, and you'll notice I did not have a sip of that wine. So, but over time you will, at some point, have a bad bottle of wine. So the next obvious question would be, how do you know when the wine is bad? And you'll know it by the smell. Taste it. It's not going to hurt you or harm you. But it would be, it is good. It's muscle memory, or in this case, sensory memory. I think if you have that experience, you'll recognize, what is a bad smell and what is a bad taste. So experiment. Have fun with wine. Number 5. Give me a tip on ordering a wine when you go out to eat. That's a great question. So I have a couple tips. First of all, if you are going to don't worry about if it's going to be white or red, and what are you going to be eating. Do I need to have red with meat, and I really want fish? Don't worry. Again, drink what you like what you drink, and if you want red wine, drink your red wine. The bottles of wine are about 2 to 2.5 times a retail, so you expect to obviously be paying more. So if you're going to be up into the $60 range, you're going to have a fine wine no matter what you get. But remember that last question you asked about, how do you know if it's good? So make sure that you smell the wine and you can give it a taste. It's one of my episodes on how to recognizing, good or bad wine and what you're supposed to do when you get the cork. The other tip I will give you is if you're ordering by the glass, I always ask for a fresh bottle. You never know, especially the wines by glass. Those bottles are usually on the lesser expensive side, so they won't last as long. So I would say ask the waitress or the sommelier, the waiter, for a fresh bottle if you can, and maybe even see the bottle if at all possible. All right. So next question. What was your favorite episode? So I would say my favorite episode was the first episode. We're sitting right here at the table with the nice background here. I did a quick review on the Il Vetro, if you remember, 2005, which is my son's birth year. So that was special for me. I know if I would have asked the same question to my son, who has been kind of videoing some of these, he would say it was the wine cooler. We were standing in front of the Euro Cave, as the Snob may say. And that was a fun episode, so I enjoyed kind of getting breaking away from the table and that. So that was also a fun episode to do. All right, what number are we? Number 6. Okay, who is the snob? I think it's you. I think there's a snob in every one of us. Question number 7. When will we see the snob? Well, I hope you had some fun today. I did, answering some of the questions. If you have more, send them in. Joey__T, that's 2 underscores, @hotmail.com. And we'll be coming at you for maybe a holiday review right around Christmas. And then let's do champagne. How does that sound? We'll do a review on champagne for the new year. So hope everybody is having a good day. Just hit that like button, and we'll keep coming back at you. You have a good day, and happy drinking.